Sleepy Time is such a fun episode of the show. It's arguably the most unique episode of the whole season due to its structure alone. The plot is sleep. All of the characters are tucked away at home dreaming. They're happy and comfortable, well, up until Spongebob invades their dreams and causes havoc. Right, so these characters are established. We're 30 episodes in, we know who the cast are, let's explore them further and give them the spotlight a little bit. That's essentially what this episode is. If I had to compare it to anything else, it's kind of like classic SpongeBob's take on 22 short films from Springfield, one of the most iconic episodes of classic Simpsons, which is a bunch of very short segments highlighting the key players in Springfield. It is a praised episode of the show, and rightly so. The same way Sleepy Time is highly regarded by the SpongeBob community, so much so that a level in Battle for Bikini Bottom is based on this episode. SpongeBob has to do missions in his friend's dreams. Initially, I like that we see SpongeBob's dream and see him get catapulted from it. The addition of Mrs. Puff was great too, and it feels like a celebration of the cast. It feels more concrete and believable for SpongeBob to now exist outside of dreams. The things the characters are all dreaming is excellent. It's a deeper dive into their personalities and helps present their individual values. Like Gary being an intellectual and the one to take care of SpongeBob. We know it's true on the show, but this was just a fun way of presenting it. Or Squidward being a Mozart stand-in and annoying the British kingfish. Patrick playing on a kid's machine and losing the only quarter is really amusing. It's also how the Patrick Star game kicks off, which is cool. Oh, while we're on the subject of games, Creature from the Krusty Krab is also inspired by this concept and has a level where a giant plankton is destroying stuff. So yes, on the whole, a thoroughly enjoyable episode which is beloved by all. Don't you just hate it when you get sick? You feel horrible, have no energy, and don't want to do anything? Well, weirdly enough, that was me this week from when I'm writing this script. I had to take a break at around about the 28th or 29th episode review because I was just so ill. I even missed work, which was fortunate in a sense as I wasn't working, but was also unfortunate in the sense that I now have no money, so you know. Well, in this episode, SpongeBob gets sick, he struggles to sleep and decides to make a sandwich. That decision is very relatable to me, as a 2 AM sandwich sounds amazing. He accidentally leaves the fridge freezer door open overnight and wakes up frozen and feeling like shit. I like that there is a specific terminology for this kind of illness. I think they very easily just could have called the episode sickness or something and just been done with it, but they didn't. I like the idea of the Suds, a sponge-specific disease. It does a lot of world building and makes it seem that much more personal to SpongeBob. He's aware of it, he has suffered it before, and is scared. It elevates his character, especially in a slightly bare-bones plot like this one. I think the additions of Patrick and Sandy are really good here. Sandy is the responsible and adult one who will escort SpongeBob to the doctor, whereas Patrick is the naive, well-meaning, childish friend here. They perform their character archetypes so phenomenally well here. I think Menno Man summed it up so well by stating Patrick is naive and stupid in the classic era. He hasn't got a clue what's going on, but is functional and means well, especially when it comes to SpongeBob and their friendship. This episode is a prime example of it. He makes SpongeBob terrified of the doctor's office, and then leaps at the chance to be SpongeBob's doctor. He has no medical training and has no idea how to help him, but he tries. There is a well-meaning character here, even if it is very misplaced. I think Patrick's remedies are really amusing, and plugging the holes is a good setup as a plot device. I think this episode has such a good message about not fearing the doctor when you get sick. That would relate to children so well. Remember, it doesn't matter if you're sick, Dr. Patrick will be there to help.
Don't touch me, I'm sterile!